Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Poland. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, it is May of 1938. It is time for the election to begin, and we're the most popular party. People love the monarchy more than they support any of the other political parties in the country, and that is good for us. Modify those left behind. I don't think we need to modify Black Monday anymore. I'm pretty sure these two events might solve it, if I'm not mistaken. 90 days on, so you're more military factories. Popularity support goes up, build cheap housing. So you give us military, you give us building slots. You don't give me more factories. I mean, you actually do. That would actually be quite nice. But you know what, give me more military factories for right now. Again, we just need to boost this number. We need to get up to 50. I think we still have like 3 years to do it. But I would like to get there beforehand. And before the second Wilkrieg begins. The sooner we get the ball rolling on this, the happier I will be for sure. Also, Hungary hasn't even lost Budapest yet. I think they've been fighting for almost a year at this point. Casualties now are about 120,000. Which is pretty high. That's a lot of dead men dying in a civil war here. When they could all die in the fields of France, and that would be way better for us. Or in the Italian, countryside. All of these work better for us. The election of 1938. The elections, despite heightened campaigning on all sides, proceeded peacefully, with only minor incidents recorded. The outcome was clear, though. The MKP's new direction under Alexander Kletska's centrist coalition still enjoyed the people's support, despite the good fight in the central law gave them. The MKP aligned party secured 35.923% of the... You need three... I guess, this is 5 significant figures, so you don't think that's a little bit too much? So they secured, they got more seats, which is what we're happy with. So you are... Appoint emergency government to preserve order. But the Croatian Senate secures the great election result, make sure the government will continue their path to modernization and keep Poland on the right path. Yeah, I mean, this seems good for us. The Conservatives and the Authoritarian Democrats will join the coalition. MKP is the ruling party. And you put the MKSP, so you make the Authoritarian route. But, no. We've had a good election. So I want to just give them... Negative... No. I'm not joining up with their stuff. The factory output is going to hurt us way more than the trickle of rifles or whatever they might pump into the country. I don't think it's worth it. We'll go one more. Let's throw one more tank factory on this. We do need more Luna. We'll trade one factory for now with Germany. The election victory of the Circle. As the MKV begins choosing ministers, they have a dramatic promise to fulfill. Despite the unrest and major economic depression, the MKP managed to guide the nation through it and keep the support of the people. The king has voiced his support for the new government, and most of the upper class seem satisfied with the victory of the status quo. Okay, so we got the election of 38 complete. We got anti-German agitation. Right now we're at 35%, so what do we need? Okay, one of the following must be true. Has completed the Constitutional Coalition. Completed the Christian Coalition. Monarchy. I mean, we're the most popular. All the following. We don't have a lot of stability, so we need to complete one of these coalitions. Go down here. His Majesty's Cabinet. Christian conservatism. Empower you. 75 political power on this, but we don't have a lot of stability. So as this happens, we either lose stability or we strengthen the... Okay, so basically everyone's kind of pissed off at us right now. Negotiate with the Socialists, negotiate with the National Democrats. That's 50 days to the mission. For 50 political power? Okay, let's renegotiate the economic treaties here. We have 86% of the economy. I'm assuming that's going to work out pretty okay for us. Right? Poland, Germany, and Austria negotiate an agreement to stabilize the stormy economic situation of the kingdom, turning the negative national spirit into one that is mutually beneficial, depending on Polish, German, and Austrian economic influence. The more independent the Polish economy is, the less harmed it will be in case it's separate from the rest of Middle Europa. Well, that shouldn't happen, right? Right? That shouldn't happen. The Circle's new direction. As Poland's long-serving prime minister and king's trusted right hand, Tony Ponowacki has already announced his plan to retire from politics before the next election. Many saw moderates such as Leopold Slitzky as a fitting successor for Ponowacki, but the surprise to the old guard of the Circle politicians, the king has appointed the party's black sheep as the new prime minister. Former PSL activist Lesky Chalwowski has become the face of the young guard of Polish monarchist. Unlike the old independent men who formed the MKP, he would rather cooperate with the peasant liberals of the PSL instead of the more traditional Christian Democrat allies who have sustained Polanski's governments. As proof of concept, Chalwowski has managed to win a record vote in the traditional PSL and PPS strongholds through his support towards the former Farmer Association and strong grassroots presence. In his mind, the MKP cannot remain a movement in the middle class, but the monarchy must win over the Polish peasants if it is to thrive. While he is more radical than his predecessor, he's generally more liked both inside and outside the party as a man with fresh ideas and boldness to turn up. So you're going to be a political power gain, but we're going to lose even more stability. Fan-fucking-tastic. That's what we need. We needed to have less stability. That's what Poland needs, is to be more fucking unstable. If we can get our way up to 50, then we would succeed. But we're not at 50. How long until you're done? 4 more days? Get the cabinet. We need anything that will power you. We're not authoritarian. Okay, so we're market liberal. We can Republicans to get 5% more stability. The syndicalists and national populists get a little bit less popular. I would love to have that, by the way. Right now, I would love the research slot, which is what we were kind of going for before. We can't afford that shit right now. We've got more pressing concerns to deal with. Namely, a lot of angry people. A lot of people are mad at our government. Rising violence against Jews. Violence against Jews is nothing new in Poland, but this past week has been especially grim. There have been multiple attacks against Jewish shops and families who own them, especially in the northeast regions where the National Democrats are the strongest. Pogrom of Winsky almost reached the scale of the events seen in Pritsky in 1936. These actions are augmented by calls to boycott Jewish shops, craftsmen by major right-wing newspapers. And the government in action towards the past cases has encouraged the radical right to be more open and more violent in their anti-Semitic actions. Fuck, look, man. I'll agree that we maybe have turned too much of a blind eye to this because I was trying to balance everyone's support. The Nationalists also Christian Coalition, Constitutional Coalition. I hate all of you, by the way. Strengthen the Socialist. No matter what we do there, we strengthen the Socialist. So we have 33 days on you. Give me 75 political power. Polish economic independence recognized. In the aftermath of the economic depression, many German businesses withdrew from Poland, and many of these industries were later nationalized by the government. Despite their costly status policies enacted has moved much of the Polish economy to the control of the state and the Polish conglomerates such as Lithuania. The reintroduction of the Zlitsy and other high-profile nationalizations have strengthened Poland's financial position. Even Berlin recognizes matches in Poland in our recognitions or renegotiation of German-Polish trade agreements and accepted that it as a fait accompli. After all, the economy economically prospering Poland is to their advantage in any case. Even many German corporations lost much of their investment in there. The story is hardly unique to Poland. Finally, Poland's broken free from economic bondage. Absolutely, give me the support here. 24%. Happy to see it. We don't need to get more assets. Well, how would that benefit me in any meaningful way whatsoever? We can invite their advisors. But you're not even that good. You last for a handful of days. So you're done in... You're 9% stability boost. You'll be done in 96 days. You'll modify Black Monday. Are you all... You're 100 days? You're a factory output 14%. Does that... Construction speed is negative, so it's negative 18%. So I don't think this actually does fully remove it. I think we need one more. I guess we'll support the textile industry here. Dear Labor Party of Poland. While it's easy to see the German minority in Poland as a mere representation of the oppressive government in Berlin, it paints a woefully simple picture of them. There are at least 500,000 Germans in Poland, mostly concentrated in the industrial cities of Voivodeship, Only a minority of them at large landowners who will consider political influence in the Gamrat. The vast majority of Polish Jews have a long history in cooperation with the Polish and Jewish organizations, and generally members of the German Labour Party of Poland, the AP, a moderate socialist party with close connections to both German and Polish social democratic parties. They tend to de-emphasize the issue of nationality and usually work together with PPS as a small aligned party of the GM. Okay, they get one more party support. Who cares? That's not my my place here. We've got 42 political power. We're getting 1 point per 1,000 days on you. How popular are we right now? 40%. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Revolutionary mood swinging, anti-German effects. Okay, while at war with the International, the unrest will turn into revolution when both the social supports at least 25%. The Internationals cross the Rhine or social supports over 50%. While at war, after the Salvo-Krieg, the unrest will turn into uprising when both supports at least 25%. Eastern Front of the Reichspakt has faltered. So if basically Germany's losing, we're more likely to have a revolution. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense. But I mean, we're not going to lose, right? Right? We're not going to lose. I mean, Belgium and Switzerland are in the International, which is never like a great sign for Germany. But I'm sure we're not going to lose, right? Are any of you, by the way, like a stability bonus? Land doctrine cost? I mean, it's actually not too bad. Recovery rate and stability. I mean, you're actually kind of an interesting leader yourself. Party stability modifier plus 25%. I don't think that would give me enough here. I think it's 25% of 24, which is... Why is this like 6%? Research speed, stability. Like, if we can just get 50, we would solve our issues. I mean, recovery rate's nice, though, as well. No, but there's got to be something else in here we can spend 150 political power on, right? War support. I mean, we could try to negotiate with both of the parties here. Are these instant? Active for 40 days. Okay, so you can take them once every 40 days. So I guess we could theoretically keep this on going forever. I mean, we're at 40%. But will we be able to get our way up to... Because these are gonna go up forever until we hit 50% stability. We're gonna get 5% off of you. No, we're gonna get a 10% off of you. That'll get us up to 34%. I think right now we just need to boost stability. Give me the spiritual leader here. We're at 34%. And you're gonna be 75. I don't like any of these, by the way. I hate all of you. Just like, what's... Just accept that we're having a great time. Okay, Albania's joined you. Serbia is now completely socialist. We got the famous Socialist National Populist Alliance over here in the Balkans. Let's entrench constitutionalism. That's going to be another 10% boost for us. So you're now at 28. We're still at 40% support for us. And that's, I mean, as long as we're more popular, that's kind of what we care about the most. Polarized society. Our king is not popular. You're not popular. Actually, if we didn't appoint you, I bet you we actually probably would have solved our issues by now. We wouldn't actually... We're actually losing political power. Which is stinky. Got more popularity, though. Vladimir Slinsky is a very divisive figure, founding father of the modern Polish state, but is the main figure rationalized into pro-German tendency in Polish politics after 1914. In Slinsky's many literary works and long tenure as senator, he has always called for cooperation with Germany against the Russian menace. In his leading book, Facing the Oncoming Second World War, his outlook is grim. He argues that the Central European hegemony, established by Germany, will be challenged by both the rising Russian expansionism and the judo-syndicalist states in the West. On the brink of war, there must be no discord in the alliance of the civilized peoples, or Russia will destroy the Polish nation again, this time completely. In Solidarki's mind, Central Europe can form a superpower of 200 million people, with Germany and Poland as its driving core. They'll be able to stand against foreign powers who seek to subjugate them. I mean, more popularity, I'm going to take that, because we do need it. Okay, 20. Did they actually not go up? Oh, no. Oh, we actually got 2 negative 1% stabilities in a row. Honestly, I'm completely okay with that. Take the 1939 rifles. Give me more rifle production here, and as well as give me like 5 infantry. Yeah, we're more than okay on this. We'll deploy these troops here. Do we need any of this stuff? I mean, none of you are going to give stability, right? More political power. Again, I'm happy to see it. We need... Once this is done, in 20 days, we will activate Curtail the Royal Veto. Maybe that'll give you more stability. Because you're going to be 36 days, we're going to get another 4% off of you. So that's a 14% swing. Not enough to get to 50, though. By the way, actually, no. When you're done and you're done and you're done, we should be good. We should be able to stabilize the Polish nation. They said it couldn't be done, and yet here I am. I mean, you know what? I'm so cocky in this. I'm gonna take early mobilization. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take limited conscription. We'll get limited conscription next, or partial mobilization, early mobilization. Either way, we'll get that later. We're pretty happy with where we're at right now. Cuba joined the Reichspakt. Got about 2.5 years to complete this. And once we no longer have to deal with these assholes, we should be pretty okay. 42. You are going to be done in 14 days. And that's okay for now. Crossroads of Europe. Weaken a nationalist. Yes, weaken a nationalist, please. I do need this. Curtail the Royal Veto. Has completed the focus, abolished Royal Veto. Will abort Poland as a monarchy. Market liberal political power. Curtail the Royal Veto. Which is... That's abolished the Royal Veto. Is that the same thing? Yes, we need to abolish. We need to abolish the Royal Veto. I'm sure we'll get there in the end, right? You need a cow. Can't do that because we are not the liberals didn't win. I mean, monarchy actually gets more popular here. The National Socialist Party. The National Socialist Party was formed in 1936 by a faction of National Workers' Party, one of the CHZJN's member parties. Its leader, Kazimir Dagon, represented a radical wing of the party. Since Black Monday hit Poland, they have started surging in popularity with their populist, anti-capitalist, and anti-monarchist rhetoric. In Dagon's manifesto, we declared the party to be a continuation of the National Socialist municipality, exiled in France in the 19th century, and the works of Adam Mickiewicz, adopting socialism to be all human one day, should become national in the first place, as their motto. They declare a strong anti-German stance, opposing further German and Austrian influence over the economy and politics, and their main goal is victory over greedy capitalism. Represented mainly by foreign influence. The PNS also advocates for the indivisible rule of the Polish working class that would be fulfilled by agrarian reform, nationalization of big industries, and paramilitary parliamentary democracy. They are tolerant towards other Slavic nations and minority, and propose a united bloc of Slavic states. In geopolitical terms, they want to create a common union of national socialist republics, where cultural and economic cooperation would be in harmony, while keeping national and political independence. But I think with the with all of our election stuff on its way, trying to make sure there's no revolution in the country, it's be a good time for us to end off for today. So thanks for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, give a thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.